Maps. They're supposed to tell us where we are and where we've been. But what if a map existed that told a story someone desperately wanted to erase? Not a scroll, not parchment. A black stone tablet, carved 5,000 years ago, buried beneath the sands of Egypt, and it maps the coastlines of North and South America with satellite precision. This is the story of that map, and why the ancient Egyptians may have buried it for a reason that still terrifies scholars today. January 2024, the sacred necropolis of Saqqara, Egypt's most ancient and mysterious burial ground, is quiet. German archaeologist Dr. Heinrich Miller is leading a team searching for administrative ruins, storage facilities, routine work. Then, their radar picks up something strange, a void deep beneath centuries of sand. What they uncover isn't a building, it's a sealed tomb, undisturbed, untouched for over 5 millennia. When we broke the seal, recalls imaging specialist Dr. Sarah Chin, the air was thick, still, like the chamber had been holding its breath. The walls weren't decorated with pharaohs or gods. Instead, they found strange, unfamiliar symbols, geometric patterns, water symbols, stars, and in the darkness, against the far wall, a monolithic slab. Black, glossy, over 2 meters tall, covered in carvings so intricate they looked like they were etched yesterday. At first, the team assumed it was local, maybe sandstone or limestone used for religious mapping. They were wrong. Catastrophically wrong. Petrographic analysis revealed the impossible. This was andesitic basalt, a volcanic rock found only in one place on Earth, the high Andes Mountains of South America. This is like finding a piece of the moon in the Great Pyramid, said Dr. Maria Rodriguez, the team's geologist. It shouldn't exist here. Think about that. A massive volcanic rock from Peru, buried in a sealed Egyptian tomb around 3100 BCE. That's over 4,000 years before Columbus ever set sail. The carvings on the stone weren't decorative. Satellite imaging revealed something chilling. They were maps, not of the Nile, not of the desert, but of North and South America, drawn with staggering accuracy. The Florida Peninsula, the Yucatan, the Andes running like a jagged spine down the continent, the Amazon basin carved deep into the center. Dr. James Patterson, a topographer brought in to verify the findings, was speechless. This isn't symbolism, this is topographic mapping. Whoever carved this had been there. They saw these places. How is that possible? Who in ancient Egypt had crossed the Atlantic? To understand the true weight of this find, we have to go back, not thousands of years, but just a few decades. In the 1990s, German toxicologist Dr. Svetlana Balabanova ran tests on Egyptian mummies. What she found shocked the world. Traces of nicotine and cocaine, both derived from plants native to the Americas, in mummies over 3,000 years old. The scientific community went into denial mode.
Contamination, they said. Lab error.
But independent labs confirmed the results. Over and over and over. Then, silence. The findings were shelved. Dr. Balabanova was ridiculed. The discussion stopped until now. As the 2024 team continued scanning the Saqqara map, they found inscriptions so faint they were almost invisible. They weren't celebratory, they weren't religious, they were a warning. Translated from Proto-Egyptian glyphs, it read, "We saw the twin lands. The sun never sets, but shadows walk there." Twin lands, 2 continents. A sun that never sets? Maybe the endless daylight of Arctic regions. But shadows walk there? That line shook the team. This wasn't discovery, said script specialist Dr. Elena Vasquez. This was fear. These inscriptions are the writings of people who saw something they regretted finding. Something in the Americas scared them, enough to bury every trace. What happened next only deepens the mystery. No museum displays the Saqqara map. The Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities won't comment. Academics who initially shared the discovery, silent. Papers have been withdrawn. The map was locked away. One researcher, who spoke anonymously, revealed, "We were told this was too sensitive, that it could destabilize history." But destabilize how? By proving ancient civilizations were far more advanced than we thought? Or by exposing truths even modern institutions can't handle? As whispers of the Saqqara discovery spread, another mystery reignited. In Luxor, a re-examination of a ceremonial obelisk revealed hidden inscriptions, overlooked for decades. The text spoke of a vessel of the West, a ship crossing the Great Water, of encountering a dark presence in the windless sea, of reaching a land rich in gold, death, and silence. Gold, death, silence. Not conquest, not glory, dread. Dr. Michael Thompson, who studied the obelisk, didn't mince words. They didn't just reach the Americas, they found something, and they chose to forget it. Coincidence? Let's say the Egyptians really did cross the Atlantic 5,000 years ago. Let's say they mapped the Americas. That raises a terrifying question. What did they find? Was it another advanced civilization, one even older than their own? Was it evidence that they weren't the first, that they were only part of a deeper, older human story? Or was it something far darker, something beyond understanding, something they believed should never be known? Shadows walk there. That single line, carved in ancient stone, may be the most disturbing clue of all. It wasn't a warning to the Egyptians, it was a warning from them to us. They buried the map, they erased the voyage, they chose ignorance, because some knowledge isn't power, it's danger. The forbidden map remains hidden. The Saqqara tomb is sealed again. The truth, it seems, is not welcome in the halls of official history. But out here, in the open, questions are rising. If ancient Egyptians crossed oceans and mapped the world, if they found something terrifying in the Americas, and if they chose to bury the evidence, then we must ask, are we brave enough to uncover what they tried to forget? Or will we bury the truth again? Just remember, the sand can hide secrets, but it can't keep them buried forever. What do you think the Egyptians found? Was it an ancient civilization, something supernatural, or something far more human and far more dangerous? Drop your theories in the comments below, because one thing's certain, history isn't what we've been told, it's what we've been allowed to remember.